Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Thursday Night Live. It's time for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, coming to you live on Facebook and YouTube. It is September the 22nd, 2022, and we are live and in color. Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. We welcome you tonight to our show live. And if you're watching on Facebook right now, if you do us a big favor and you'd reach over and hit the like button and hit the share button, we sure would appreciate it. It helps get our message out a little bit farther and lets everybody know that you're a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, and that you helps us to get it to a broader audience. All you got to do on Facebook is reach over and hit the like button and hit the share button. We've had a lot of people ask about this, people that don't have Facebook. We also have a YouTube channel, Dirt Road Sports. All you got to do is go and Google Dirt Road Sports on YouTube on the search engine, and it will bring you up to the Dirt Road Sports TV channel, and you can watch us live there on your big screen at home or on your computer or on your phone. And you can also go back and watch all of the archived episodes ever since we began the show almost 3 years ago. And again, we appreciate you. This is our second Thursday night being live since we've moved the show to Thursday night, and we appreciate all of you joining us, and we ask that you help us get the word out that we have moved the show to Thursday night and we're live, but you can still watch it live on Saturday night. It'll just be live from Thursday night. And just remember, don't try to text in and win the trivia contest on Saturday night. You can only do that on Thursday night. But we're coming to you live tonight, guys. Listen, we're live tonight from the 16th floor of the Sheraton Hotel at UAB in Birmingham, Alabama studio. We're live from our studio in Thompsontown, Georgia, our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and from the old fairgrounds at the Gray Hodges Park. We're live all across the great United States of America and foreign countries where it is legal for us to operate. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, and 4 sunken islands, and even broadcasting live in Baker County, Georgia. And ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to catch us on a syndicated TV rerun will be Tuesday at 8 p.m. following MSNBC and the Democratic National Convention presents a live main event. Bill Clinton, a moral man in an immoral world. We will be on the broadcast rerun on Tuesday night, syndicated national TV right after that. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight we've got a brand new startup business watching for the very first time. He's on a very limited budget, and he's watching and broadcasting us tonight on a 25-inch black and white portable TV with rabbit ears and aluminum foil. So we are here. I promise you, we are here. The Dirt Road Sports and Charlie Platt are always here to help all businesses grow. So live tonight for the very first time at Felix's Fried Ice Cubes, dried dog fennel flowers, free-range frogs, and fermented persimmons in Fowlestown, Georgia. So we want to give a big shout out to Felix, 25-inch black and white. Felix
is gonna have a hard time making it if that's so easy.
Well, he's selling. It's Felix's. Let's see, we got it. Felix's fried ice cubes, dried dog fennels, free-range frogs, and fermented persimmons in Fowlestown, Georgia. Live on the 25-inch screen.
He probably gets a pretty good price for them free-range frogs. Now, you know, that's the frog legs that's environmentally safe.
I harvested enough dog fennel today to keep the old boy in business for about a year. He just needs to go pick it up.
Yeah, Felix can come pick that from you and resell it.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, thank y'all for joining us tonight. We are live. Don't forget, if you're watching on Facebook, hit the like and the share button. And don't forget about our YouTube channel. If you want to watch us over on YouTube, spread the word to your friends that don't have Facebook. They can watch us on YouTube. Guys, we got a jam-packed hour stored for you tonight. I don't know what all we're going to talk about. Got a lot of current events. Got a lot of state and national politic events we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to laugh a little, may cry a little bit, but we're going to have a a great time tonight. And hey, listen, we appreciate all of you joining. Don't forget, coming up around 8:30 will be our Southern Hissy Fits trivia time. Got a brand new trivia question this week, and someone is going to win a Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show logoed mug. And I do want to throw this out, guys. I don't know if y'all are aware of this. The logoed mugs have changed. We have a brand new one. On one side is the enamel baked logo of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, and on the other side is our autograph enameled on the back side of it. Floyd has the first one that went out to Mr. Bill O'Brien, so that will be the new ones that Hissy Fitz is producing. They got all of our autographs, and they baked them on the back side of it. So we're looking forward to that. But that'll be coming up around 8:30. And Dr. Philbo Grice said he grew up with a 19-inch black and white with rabbit ears wrapped in tinfoil. He's our kind of man. Charlie, tell us what's going on over in your way.
Well, we got everything going on. I don't think we've got quite the drama and intensity of our political front over here that y'all got over there in Georgia. So we ain't got no goofy tooth running for office over here, I don't think. Hey, y'all, I know y'all got some interesting news to come about, but I got to ask the question. Do you feel safe on the 16th floor of the Sheraton in downtown Birmingham, Alabama?
Wait, say that one more time now.
Did you understand me, Floyd?
Yeah, I understand you will.
Say it one more time so I can understand it.
Do you really feel safe on the 16th floor of the Sheraton in downtown Birmingham, Alabama?
Well, it's all I can do. Sydney's having surgery in the morning at UAB, and we got to be at the hospital at 5:00 Alabama time. She is first on the docket for a second cardiac ablation that will be done by the cardiologist here at UAB.
She is in my prayers automatically right there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you're in the right place. Let me tell you
Yes,
that. You chose the right town for that. It's just, I thought you might be up there just,
Marvin,
vacationing or something like that.
Out of town.
Marvin, I want to give you a little something to think about there, old buddy.
Go ahead.
They don't make a fire truck that'll go higher than the 10th story.
Well, hey,
I thought I'd pass that on to you.
Hey,
let me remind you, I did what you taught me not long ago. We are staying right by the exit, so I ain't even got to be smart enough. All I got to do is walk out the door, and then I walk right into the exit.
Which way you turn?
To the right.
Okay, all right.
And but the ladder truck 10 floor, well, I could actually jump from the 16th down to the 10th and catch that man on the ladder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, them ladders ain't, they made out of aluminum. Remember that.
you got those.
They a bend.
Yeah, which one you want first?
Well,
show
the little twins. This is something that don't happen every day in farming, but once in a while, old Mama Cow decides she's gonna throw off 2 instead of 1. Which that'd be nice, wouldn't it, Floyd, if they did that all the time?
Well, sometimes twins ain't good, man. Sometimes they don't want but one of them, and you got a mess on your hands with that.
Yeah.
I've been down that trail too.
All right,
but it's good if they raise them both. That's a pretty sight.
Yeah,
let me ask this question. Now, I've always heard that if it's a boy and a girl twin, one's a boy and one's a girl, there's a high chance that they would be free Martin. Is that true?
Yeah, I've heard that too. I never did save any for reproduction purposes, honey. I had to turn them to cash as soon as they got weaned pretty good. I had to convert them to cash in order to pay the fertilizer bill. I don't know about that, but I'm not an expert on that.
You weren't worried about them reproducing, were you?
I wasn't worried about their reproductive ability. I know the little bulls definitely were not going to be reproducing because long time ago they done lost their masculinity.
As long as they could produce some cash, that was all you was interested in, though, wasn't it, Floyd?
That was the only thing I was interested in, getting them on that trailer and getting them to the stockyard there and getting me a check.
That's what I'm talking about.
You asked what was the news over here. Let me give this real quick, and I'll pass it on off. Tonight on the news, which sometimes they have news and sometimes they have the news leader's been reporting to us for 2 or 3 days on the Baldwin County Fair. how many folks around here wants to know what's going on at the Baldwin County, Alabama Fair? But now tonight, way back in the 1950s, a resolution was passed that gave a 4 meal tax to what was then General Hospital, Southeast Alabama Medical Center, now Southeast Health. And they said, we're doing everything's going on. We don't need 4 meals. Just give us 1 meal. Are y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
This has been going on and going on and going on. Well, all of a sudden, Health South, Southeast Health, or whatever they are, Southeast Health, they say they need all 4 meals.
They need that money.
That's right. They can't make it.
Can't make it.
They can't make it. They're having to pay so much to keep employees, which they ain't got near enough of. But I heard a figure from somebody that said overtime for nurses over there is about $60 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
These travel nurses make about 3 times more, sometimes 4 times more than what a full-time employee makes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, boys, I know this is 2022, and have lived way past my worth in a lot of ways. But if one's getting $60 an hour overtime to be a nurse, and these travel nurses, some of them are making up to, they say, $80 an hour to be a nurse. I figured there'd be a line from Gray Hodges Park all the way over to Wallace College to get signed up to go to school to be a nurse, wouldn't you?
Nope.
Yeah, I'd be yeah.
Well, it should be, but it's not.
Should be. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But Charlie, let me tell you that caveat on that, you can't live within 50 miles of Southeast Health and get that travel nurse pay. Like all the people that live over our way, like
Yeah.
we got ladies in our church, they have to drive all the way to Panama City to get that travel nurse pay. They cannot work at Southeast Health and get the travel nurse pay because you have to be at least 50 miles away. That's some kind of federal law.
Is it a federal law or is it their law?
No, I think it's something to do with the reimbursements. You can only pay travel pay like under emergency orders now. And I'm speaking out of term, but I'm just saying that this is what they've told me, that you got to be like the people that live in Colquitt and Donaldsonville that's only 35 miles, they can't get travel pay. They have to go like to Panama City or Columbus or places like that in order to get travel pay.
Okay. I just go ahead.
Well, I can't join in the conversation about nurses, but I know we got a new doctor in Georgia.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're in Colquitt. Y'all got new in Colquitt?
Yeah. No, she ain't in Colquitt, but she's in Georgia. New doctor. And she ain't satisfied just being a doctor. She wants to be the governor. Yeah, too.
What?
She's the doctor. Yeah, she wants to be the governor. She's the doctor today, wants to be the governor tomorrow.
I thought she was a lawyer.
She's a lawyer and a doctor. Yeah. Oh, I know where you going, Queasel.
She is a doctor. She made a profound statement today that has got the medical community just all up in there. Look at what that says right there. Listen to this. Is a quote from her now. A quote. This is what she says. There is no such thing as a heartbeat at 6 weeks. It is a manufactured sound designed to convince people that men have the right to take control of a woman's body. And she wants to be the governor. Can you believe that?
And she stands a real good chance of being elected, of being chosen to be the governor. Stands because all those people that I saw sitting with her up there on that same stage, I saw this same video with her spouting those words. They were all nodding. They were all nodding in agreement with her, that like she knows what she's talking about. I guess a sonogram and all that means nothing. I guess a sonogram that shows the baby moving and and the heartbeat, and you listen. I guess that means nothing. We got whole new science, if you will, in the medical field now.
Queasel, let me say this: there is one positive thing. If I was running a campaign, there is one positive thing about this ad that would probably, some people looking at it might not observe it, but I observed it. There was one positive thing about this ad.
What's that?
She didn't smile and show the gap between her teeth.
Well,
Look.
I'm gonna tell you something now. You
Huh?
listen to me. Can you believe that she probably don't believe that, but she might. That's what's scary. You don't know what she might believe. But here's the thing: they're the radiologist. See this comeback. They was her fact checker was from, I believe it was from the Washington Post, and he went and help me out, Florida, if I get off base now. But he went and did a fact check, and he said that was true. That you could not detect a heartbeat in a fetus until it was 10 weeks old. Oh, I believe that's right. Something in 10 weeks was in there. And so this radiologist who specializes in, I guess, pregnancy x-rays or sonogram, whatever they do, he said that was scientifically and medically 100% incorrect. That in 6 weeks there was a viable heartbeat was there that could be detected. But she gets up there and says this, and then she has to get somebody from Washington, D.C. to back her
Washington
up.
Post, which is a rag newspaper.
Yeah.
It's an anarchist newspaper to begin with, to agree with her. And they'll agree with her. They will agree with one another. Facts mean nothing to those people. Facts mean nothing. You can't argue with them with facts. You can't argue. You can't express facts to them because facts mean nothing to them.
I want to ask y'all this question. I ain't real smart. Y'all know that. Everybody else knows it too. But have you ever noticed that all these people that are supporting abortions, have you ever noticed that every one of them's already been born?
They already been born. You know what I would suggest they do is self-abort. That's what they need to do. Go ahead now. If it's so important to you, Stacy, why don't you just go ahead and self-abort, and you'll do the world a favor. I promise you.
Queasel, I want you to read this right here. This sums up what you just said.
You want me to read it?
Read it out loud.
Fact is information minus emotion. An opinion is information plus experience. Ignorance is an opinion lacking information, and stupidity is an opinion that ignores a fact.
That's exactly what it is.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Does that sum it up?
You hit the nail on the head.
100% right. I don't know where you got that, Marvin, but that tells the story right there, buddy.
That's it.
Do you realize something now? And I just want to go back. Do you realize what that state? Just take the politics out of it. Do you realize what that statement might mean to a young couple who are going to have a sonogram for their first child, and they hear it, and here she sits up on her high horse and says that's a manufactured sound?
Yeah, all your husband wants to do is destroy your life. That's basically what he says. Wants to control your life, and he has nothing to do with it other than being the father of the child.
She don't have a husband, I don't think, does she?
Yeah, she doesn't. She had never been married. See, that's what's amazing to me. She reminds me a lot of Oprah. They can tell you about marriage and having children, and they ain't never been married nor had children.
That's right.
So
that's right. No, they have no clue. But they're experts. They're experts because they got an audience of doting people, audience of drooling, doting people.
Y'all remember about a month ago I played the video, and she stood in the floor of a church and declared that, her parents were ministers and that she knew the Bible and that she thought it was just an abomination before God that we would restrict abortion in Georgia, and got a resounding applause from that church.
It don't matter what she said. It don't matter what she said. They're with her, man.
What did you say they was doing? What did you say they looked like, Floyd? Before we went on the air, what did you say they looked like when they were there doing this number right here?
They're bobbleheads. They're the bobbleheads. Bobblehead. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Ain't got no clue what she's saying. Whatever she said, that's it. Bobblehead. That's right. Yep. Yeah. You know, there's three things that the Democrats worship at the altar of. The first one is abortion. They worship at the altar of abortion.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing they at the altar they worship at is race relations, the destruction of race relations between black and white people. They're
They
trying their
want us
best
to
to
be
come
enemies.
between black people and white people who have coexisted and got along with one another in communities for I can't tell you how many years.
Right.
And the third altar they worship at is the transgender
Mm-hmm.
altar. They are stupid enough to think that a man can whack off his Johnson and pretend to be a woman, and he's a woman. Now that's
You're
it.
right.
That's it. I'm explaining it to everybody. All you, any of you Democrats out there that might be listening that have a problem understanding what I'm saying. If you don't understand that, baby, you need to go outside and self abort.
I think that was
It's
pretty clear. I mean,
Yeah,
you
pretty clear.
didn't mince any words. And you know, I think
But
about it.
but
Go ahead.
I just want to make an add on before we get to trivia time. Not just the mug, but a 3-hour crash course in sensitivity training taught by Floyd B. Lloyd will go to the
That's it.
winner.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll give you some sensitivity.
Oh, they all about that diversity and
Yeah.
inclusion.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
You know, from what I'm
Oh
seeing
yeah.
here, looking right here, and you were talking about the race relations right there. There's one of our best friends right here, watches every week, right here on now, Shaky Clark. And you know, we get along. We don't have no problems. And I want to give a shout out to See Dirty Barbecue. They're going to be cooking at the Chamber of Commerce this Saturday in Colquitt, Georgia, for the car wash fundraising for the Miller County FFA, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Go support the Miller County FFA from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and go support our friends at See Dirty Barbecue, Mr.
Shaky
Shaky
Clark and
Clark.
his family who work hard in
Yeah.
this community to make it a better place.
Hey, Floyd, I also had another one come in. I'd like to like to give a shout out. Let me get it right here. Miss Ansley Bracewell just texted me, wanted me to remind everybody about Ziggy B's Seafood
Woo.
Market
Yes, sir.
Come
opening
on.
October the 6th.
Oh
Be
yeah.
right there in
Talking about.
downtown Colquitt. I'm talking about fresh seafood. Ansley's been in the business for 10, 15 years. She knows seafood like the back of her hand. And here's what she said, Floyd. If it swims, I will find it.
That's it.
Mm.
That is her motto. So if it swims and you want to eat it and she ain't got it, she can get it for you. Look for more coming from that Ziggy B's Seafood Market opening in downtown Colquitt on October the 6th.
I
So
welcome that
Charlie,
place.
you said you didn't have that in Alabama. Be thankful, my friend.
Well,
Be thankful because that's what we're facing. And like Floyd said, I don't know if people heard it when he said it because he kind of snuck it in there. She stands a really good chance of being elected
well, you
because they
know,
are just that many
Mhm.
people in Georgia who are, what was that? I can't remember that last line of that quote that fall into that category.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
would
who they are.
like to, I would
Right
like to
there.
go
There it
on.
is, right there.
Yeah,
There you go.
I, I would like to go on the record tonight, although I do have a dog in the hunt, and in the fight here because we just separated by a little piece of water called the Chattahoochee River. We all in this southeast Alabama, southwest Georgia, northwest Florida area, we're the wiregrass area. We kind of won in a lot of ways. And I just want to go on record saying, put that quote back up there by the lovely Goofy Tooth. If you
Oh,
no
wait.
no
Oh,
no
yeah.
no no
All right. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. Anybody. Now listen, I don't care if you're a Democrat, an independent, a mad Republican at the establishment, or whatever you are. If you vote for somebody that's that dadgum stupid, I'm talking stupid, to come up with a statement like that, you need to have stupid tattooed on your forehead because you stupid too. That's just,
Well,
and why 50% of the people in the state of Georgia would back her, or if it was same race in Alabama, boys, I
Oh,
just
it's
say
tough, man. I'm telling you, we up against
read
them.
Well,
Read
here's the thing.
Revelation. Read
Look at him.
Revelation.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the national scene. What about our young kids that's going into the Air Force? Oh yeah, they can't even say mama and daddy anymore.
Can't get,
No,
they got,
no. Air
it's got to
Force
be
is
the
woke.
woke Air Force. Can't
Yeah,
say
some of them
mom and
woke
dad
up.
no more. Can't say
Woke
him and
up.
her, he and she, uncle and aunt. Nope, can't do that.
No, man. Now, can't say mama. They got to use words that reflect all genders. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. The Bible said there's two genders. There's a
Mm-hmm.
male and a female. They was
That's,
Adam and they was Eve.
mm-hmm.
That's
How
all
you
it was.
procreate. That's how you procreate.
Mm-hmm.
Not
I don't understand it. You can't
Well,
say I got a call from my boyfriend or I got a call from a girlfriend. Here's what you got to say. I got a call from a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the partner was the fella that used to ride off with you on the horse when you were gonna go shoot somebody. That was your partner. Now, so if you gonna call your girlfriend or you gonna call your wife or whatever or your hubby, you got to call your partner. That don't make walking around sense to me. It just don't. I don't get it. I don't
it's
get it.
scary, boys.
well, I mean,
Scary.
that's the world we living in today. And here's the thing, that deal right there. I have, as a person, I have nothing. Don't know Stacey Abrams, but
I ain't got nothing against her
I
personally.
cannot support if you don't get the life thing right. Nothing else you vote on matters.
That's right.
That's right.
And if and here's the thing, if I'm gonna say this, and this is probably gonna come across wrong. If you get mad because of what Charlie said about encouraging you to vote principles of this, and you get mad with us for that, then maybe our show is not for you. We stand for conservative, godly, Judeo-Christian principles, being an American and being proud of it, and loving each other and treating each other with respect and following the good book, the Holy Word of God. That's what we believe here on this show. And if that
Which
don't line up with what you believe, then hey,
Go
no
somewhere
hard
else.
feelings.
Go
Go
bowling.
yeah.
Go bowling.
Hey,
Watch the Kardashians.
What's the
when you put
Kardashian?
your name on a ballot, it ain't personal no more.
That's right.
It ain't,
so
it ain't personal no
while
more.
I'll close out, if I was too ugly, I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not. I mean, that's the way I feel. If
Don't
you
apologize for the truth.
That was the
that's
truth,
true.
Charlie. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. It's that way in politics. It's that way everything. And another thing, and this is something I can kind of say with a little bit of an authority because I know I'm sick and tired of watching these stupid television stations, local, Montgomery, Albany, Atlanta. Say they have local news on. They might have two or three little local stories, but they're basically, if you watch, they're all trying to make us unified.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And it's even on these smaller stations here in Dothan and places that this is taking place, and you can see it, and you say, well, what's the big issue? Then people are not getting the full truth anymore. They're getting just the side
Mhm.
that a certain little group of people want you to get, and that little
Mhm.
group of people, bottom line, they want to change this from a free to a socialist society. And
Venezuela.
what? Here's what
that's
makes
and
it so
that's the bottom
dangerous.
line.
Here's what makes it so dangerous. Stacey Abrams isn't gonna make anything dangerous. She's just one person. What's gonna make it dangerous is them bobbleheads that Floyd was talking about that's sitting out there,
They,
just
That's
like
it.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden, he ain't destroying this country. He's helping, but it's all the folks that are doing that same thing, doing that same
Bobblehead.
thing.
Mhm.
Of course, he's the bobblehead
He's the
in that
bobblehead.
case.
He's the number
Yeah,
one bobblehead. They
yeah.
make bobblehead in him. But he got his masters.
Mhm.
Obama and George Soros has his masters that he's following because he better not step out of line with them or they'll pull that medication away from him and he'll be dead.
All right, guys. You know what that music signals, don't you?
Ooh, time to give
It's
some
time.
away.
Southern Hissy Fits trivia time right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Live. Embroidery, t-shirts, tumblers, gifts, and more right there on the square, 109 West College Street in Colquitt, Georgia. Southern Hissy Fits, Colquitt, Georgia. I don't have the picture tonight, but they've got the cups and they've also got mugs with the Dirt Road Sports and Charlie Platt logo on them. You can give them a call there and order one, or they'll drop it in the mail to you if you'd like. They have mugs and they have the tumblers that you can get to keep your beverage colder than your mother-in-law's love, or warmer than what is? Tell me, Floyd, warmer than what?
You done jumped off out there. You done jumped off in no man's land now, Marvin.
Let me move on. It's time. Southern Hissy Fits. Trivia time.
Won't you put the phone number up there? That'd be nice to put that phone number
I need to do that. I'm going to do that. Just be patient with me.
Yeah, we are.
Here's what you're going to win tonight. One lucky person will win a enameled Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show logoed campfire mug. All you got to do is text the correct answer to 229-254-5060, 229-254-5060. Text the correct answer and your name, and you might be the winner of tonight's Southern Hissy Fit trivia time on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Here's the question of the night. In the original movie Psycho, what you laughing at?
Psycho.
Yeah, okay. In the original movie Psycho, what is the name of the cemetery where Norman Bates' mother is supposedly buried? Let me hit that one more time. In the original movie Psycho, what is the name of the cemetery where Norman Bates' mother is supposedly buried? I am looking for the correct answer and your name. Text it to 229-254-5060. First one to do that will be the winner of a Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show mug and autograph on the back. Again, in the original movie, Psycho. We got a winner right here. I'm talking right off the bat. Right off the bat. All right.
Do it.
We got it right here, right off the bat. Here's the question one more time. Man, they coming in everywhere, but the first one that came in had it. The first one that came in had it. Let me get it back here. Let me get myself together here and kind of pull this off and come back here where y'all can see us all. Man, they got me so excited hitting in. Last week, it took 30 minutes last week to get someone to answer. I'm psyched now. Hold on. Let me give you the, go back. Let me find the question here. I'm kind of running. All right. In the original movie Psycho, what is the name of the cemetery where Norman Bates' mother is supposedly buried? Man, they coming in like wide open. The very first one to answer it was none other than Miss Melanie Brown. Miss Melanie Brown is the
Congratulations.
winner. Congratulations to Miss Melanie Brown. She is the winner of the trivia contest this week. Man,
What
we
was
have
the
had
answer?
What was the answer?
Well, if y'all would give me just a minute and don't be on me riding me like a rented mule, the answer is Green Lawn Cemetery.
Oh.
You always
Green
pick these
Lawn.
movies that I ain't never seen.
Yeah, I ain't never seen that one either. And Queasel, your nephew.
You've never, whoa. We got two and one in each corner that's never seen Psycho.
I ain't
What
never
is
seen
Psycho?
it.
Oh, please, move on.
Oh.
I have no idea what it is. I ain't never seen
Move
it.
on.
No.
It's
Move on.
Look
Look at him, Marvin. Like we're looking up here. Jackie.
I tell you,
She ain't got her mug. She wants her mug autographed. It's gonna be
Yeah, I reckon.
autographed.
I told him I was
Psycho.
going to get into that.
I reckon I'm gonna have to go back and get that one autographed. Then Jackie Whitaker, I'll make sure yours gets autographed.
now folks that have seen the movie will know what I'm talking about, and Floyd will say a hearty amen. There's been a mini garden tub sold because of the movie Psycho, because I know several women that will not get in a shower to this day.
That's
Are you-
right. With a shower curtain.
Thank you, Miss Melanie Brown, for watching us and being a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And you have won the trivia contest this week, brought to us by Southern Hissy Fits on the Square in Colquitt. Go by and see them. We'll have another one next week and another winner right here. Floyd, tell us a little bit about this supper you had one night this week.
Man, me and Nadine sitting around there. Well, she's got her she's got her a combination that she go to anytime. We go down there to Walmart to get her some of that deli uh, uh, turkey sliced, turkey real sliced, turkey thin, and some ciabatta or some kind of bread that make a delicious sandwich. She always got something she can go to. I don't have that option. I could make me one of them turkey sandwiches if I wanted to, which would be probably healthy, more healthy than this here. But anyway, I was sitting around there looking in the refrigerator for something to eat. And the first thing I saw was my hoop cheese there, my Cracker Barrel extra sharp hoop cheese and my olives. I said, I can put something together with that. I said, what goes good with cheese and olives? And well, soda crackers, of course. Soda crackers go good. So anyway, I say my milk. I made a jug of milk, and I said, I drank me some milk with that. Then I look over on the side, and there was a pack of donuts over there that we had bought down at Walmart. And I said, I think I'll heat that donut up in the microwave and put it on. I had a good supper, man. It was good. That milk, everything just finished off everything. Everything kind of evened out at the end there. Good cheese and crackers. And my olives now, they make just regular olives. Those are designer type olives. They got a jalapeno peppers, if you will, in the pit in there where that is.
All right.
Give them a little extra kick. But now y'all try that sometime. If you say you don't never say, oh, I ain't got nothing to eat. I ain't got. Yeah, you have. You a little bit refrigerator up and look around in there and open your pantry up. You'll find you something to eat.
That's a very, very balanced meal too. Very balanced meal.
That your dairy and all that and your fruit.
Now, this is my buddy Morgan. He is teaching Razzie, his Pomeranian, to help guide the tractor. Gotta look out for things. And if you see he's got him strapped in, a nice chair for him up there, and that's a pair right there. That dog, if he gets off road just a little bit, dog go to barking.
Barking, get him back. That's a GPS system.
GPS system. Yeah, I saw that supper looked good, Floyd. It reminded me of a sight I saw earlier this week on 431. Actually, I can give the exact location. It was at the traffic light at US 4, 3, and 1 and Highway 134, Alabama 134, right there at the experiment station. You know where I'm talking about? Hardy's and experiment. Yeah, catty corner. And I saw a fellow that's just as enthusiastic about his eating as you are.
Right.
We were stopped at the light. He rolled his window down. The arm came out, and there was this liquid coming out of a can. And I identified it. He was draining off his Vienna sausages for his lunch on the go. He probably had him a sleeve of soda crackers right there on the console. He was driving. Look at him. He was driving a Lincoln Aviator.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
It's an older model, but it was a nice Aviator. And he pouring that juice off of that Vienna sausage. He was doing business riding down the road.
Floyd, you ain't gonna believe this.
What's that?
I believe the Pentecostals have overtaken Birmingham, Alabama.
What's the deal?
The Pentecostals, they come up, it must be everywhere. We went to Publix tonight, and there's so many Pentecostals up here now, they done got into the beer making business. Pentecostals making beer. Let me show you. I know you don't believe me. Look at him.
Oh, now wait.
Snake handler beer. I mean, you can't make that up.
Is that for real, Marvin?
Huh?
Is that for real?
That is for real. That was in Publix in downtown Birmingham tonight. They making snake handling beer. I promise you, them Pentecostals got beer, and a 4-pack was $12.
That's him.
That's it. Yeah.
I reckon times.
And the Amish and the Mennonites, they know how to make money now.
Yeah. I reckon times got tied on the love offerings, so they went into making beer and selling snake handling beer.
Snake handling beer.
That is true right there. It's a brand here local to Birmingham called Snake Handler.
Good Lord.
Well, do they got any of them snake handling churches up there?
Well, that's what I'm figuring. They got to be a bunch of Pentecostals up here somewhere.
They got to be, because he got him one in each hand holding him up.
Yeah.
They got somebody
Yeah,
seen that before.
I ain't lying
Boy,
to
did
you.
you see that old big rattlesnake somebody killed?
They don't do them like that. They don't handle them like that.
Floyd.
Yeah.
Did you see that old big rattlesnake somebody killed what was trying to get on Flamingo Boulevard? You didn't
Where was
see
he
it?
killing him at?
There at the railroad tracks, right there. He was trying his best. He was angling right straight toward Flamingo
Coming to Flamingo
Boulevard.
Boulevard. I'm glad you got him, man. I don't need him over here. We don't
I
need
didn't
him over
get him,
here.
but somebody got him. Somebody got
Can I
him.
do one? Let me do a quick shout out. Old buddy that's watching us that I'd love to see and be around. We've been friends through the years. He's a former bass guitar player for many years for this fellow named Hank Williams Jr. Mr. Ray Barrickman is watching tonight. And he can forevermore whoop up left-handed on a bass guitar. He is something else. Ray, we appreciate you watching. I think he's up in Kentucky, somewhere up in maybe Kentucky, Tennessee. But we appreciate you, buddy. Good to hear from you too.
He might have seen. He might have seen. He might have been around when they were making that snake handling beer before. He might have seen some real snake handling.
Snake handling. Floyd, tell us about this picture. Is that another Richie Jones shot?
What is that? Is it the sun?
Sunset, yeah.
I can't see it. That's sunset on Phillipsburg Road, Baker County, Georgia. Richie Jones. He's got a great eye. He's looking down. He's going. That's from east to west, looking at the sun setting down Phillipsburg Highway. Now, is that a shot, man? Is that God showing out right there or not? He's showing out, ain't he? I'm telling you, that's a shot right there.
How somebody can look at that, something like that, and say they ain't a God.
They say they ain't no God. They say, I'm God. I'm God.
That's what most of them think.
Yeah.
But
they got to sit right up there with him, you
know. He got a great eye. Anybody can take a picture. Anybody take a picture. But some people take a picture and the picture tells a story. That's what you're looking for when you take a picture. When the picture tells a story.
All right, guys, I got a couple of things I want to hit here, and I want y'all to let's talk about them for a minute. Let me find them here. Here's some things that hit the news this week. Number one, Ontario school defends male teacher wearing gigantic breast implants.
Can you put it up there?
I don't have the screen ain't big enough to put it on there, but I'll try to get it for next week. Here's another one. Don Lemon tells one of the analysts that the royal family should pay reparations, and then she tears him up one side and down the other, and all he can say is he said,
she don't tear him up. She tells him the facts, Mark.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Tear him up. Yeah. He's tore up, but she didn't do it. All she did was state facts to that.
And when he left, all he could say was, "Well, it's a complicated issue. Thank you very much."
And she was so what do we say? Compassionate with her way of talking to old Lemonhead, that she dug a 6-foot hole where he could just kind of roll over in it. She not only tore him up, she buried him. But she did it in one of the nicest ways I've ever seen.
She taught the class. She taught him. She gave him a master's degree right there in slavery in about 3 or 4 minutes. She gave him a master's degree, the whole thing about slavery. And all he could do was sit there with his eyes open like that. They glazed open.
Guys, and all these are for real. You can Google any of them. The one about the Ontario school teacher, the male who has gigantic breast implants. You need to Google it. It's like a freak show.
Let me ask you this question: what's he gonna do with them?
He's teaching shop. He's teaching shop in a high school in Ontario, Canada, with a wig on and a miniskirt on. And breasts look like 2 gigantic watermelons hanging out there.
Not none of them little old watermelons like you get in the grocery store. Them big ones like you grow.
Big crimson
He better hope
call
So he's
Charleston
teaching
grad.
shop. He teaching folks
Yeah.
how to
Teaching
build
shop.
stuff.
He's sort of bored, and he's got
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
thing.
Well, he better
And the
make sure
school
he's
is
standing
supporting
fair
him.
enough.
The school
He
is
better make.
supporting him.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Well, he just needs to make sure he's standing back far enough when he got a nail gun or a saw or something other, because
Don't matter.
he might you know
All right.
he
What
might
what what needs to happen there is the parents of the kids that go to that school snatch them out. Therefore, the school system can't get their almighty federal money they get every day for each student, and they'll go their butts broke.
Yep.
yeah,
Go
but
ahead.
then
Yeah,
they'll lock
All
you
right.
up
Here.
for being a terrorist.
they're not learning nothing in school.
They'll lock you
No,
up for being a terrorist when you do that, Charlie. You can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
you
All right.
you are
Here's the
bring
terrorist.
Here's the final news story of the week. Again, you don't have to take my word. Google it. Now this one's kind of sensitive, so if you got children, you might want to cover their ears. I'm not gonna talk ugly, but this is for real. I mean, people need to know about this. When I told my wife this, she like to fell out of the automobile when I shared it with this. There's a new thing out called. Listen to me carefully, everybody. Listen carefully, and you Google it. It's called the butt baby. Listen to what I'm saying. This is for real. A prosthetic baby that can be inserted deep into the loving embrace of the rectum, where a trans man can experience and celebrate the miracle of childbirth. And they come in 3 colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Ladies
all
and
come out
gentlemen,
brown though.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
give you the year 2022, and you cannot make this up. If you don't
And here's
believe me,
where we
Google
are.
it. We just bring you the information, and it's the facts. You can Google it, but this is where we are today in this country.
Well, they push it up there far enough, it get hung up there. They will get it something experience then.
Lord help us.
Go
So
ahead. Go
that's
ahead.
Wait
kind
a
of what's
minute. Well, I know the state of Georgia has told y'all not to try to put out no fire on electric cars. Has any mandate come down about that procedure,
uh,
Quazel?
Well,
We
your
got a water hose in
EMT,
the jaws of life, baby. We get it out of there.
that
uh,
jaw of life will get it. That jaw
I
of life will get
guarantee
it.
you. We put a water hose in one end and the jaws of life on that other. You talking about some childbirth.
It's
I'm
coming
telling you,
out. You talking about
man.
some childbirth.
I mean, like I see folks like Miss Carolyn Worsley up there putting sad times.
It
These
is
folks
sad.
that's Floyd, your age and older, and I think about people like your pa-in-law and my grandpa. They couldn't even hardly fathom that this stuff was real now, but it is
No.
real. It's
Listen,
real.
listen, we
Well,
laugh
we have to
about this
deal with
stuff.
it. It's in your face. Everywhere you go, it's in your face. It's in advertising. It's in all these advertising they have on TV now. They got some kind of message behind them. They're trying to tell you something. They're trying to tell you how to think, how to act, and what's right and what's wrong. The music that they listen to these days is absolutely off the rails. What kind of music
It,
they listen to?
By the
it,
way, whoa. By the way, just a request. This is on behalf of me and Queasel. We've been using that same 5 minute countdown music ever
Whoa, yeah,
since we started this.
No, I changed it.
you ain't change
no,
it.
Well,
Well,
you didn't.
well,
you got to change it.
what Queasel and I would like to hear is a little boogie grass band by Conway Twitty, or He Stopped Loving Her Today by George Jones, something that we recognize.
Well, let
Go
me tell
ahead.
you what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to come up with enough money to pay royalties so they don't mute us. I'm playing what's free.
Oh,
I
don't
like
play
it.
it. Don't
Hey,
play it no more. If it's free, there's some things that ain't worth free. Ain't worth free. Put a cow brewing on there, or let me put it to you like this: put a 40-20 John Deere tractor on there with 5 bottom plows hooked behind it, breaking land. Now that'll sound better than that music that we've got going on. Put a cow
Well,
brewing.
all right.
hey,
How about this?
Hallelujah.
Marvin, look at him. I
Hurting
tell
on
you,
there,
you
Marvin.
remember the time
Anything
Floyd come
but
out from
that.
behind the stage? You remember the time Floyd come out from behind the stage to the
Yeah,
organ player?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
You got
Well,
to
here,
cut.
how about
Cut
this?
it.
How about you and Charlie Floyd? You
Huh?
designed the countdown.
I'll send you something. Yes, sir.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
send it to you.
I'm
Ain't
gonna
no
keep my
problem.
mouth
Ain't no
shut because I
problem.
can't do
It
none
has
of it.
got to be. It cannot be copyrighted music, or we can't run it.
You couldn't but you like Amazing Grace. You couldn't do Amazing Grace.
Oh, well,
Oh,
it's
why couldn't
public.
they sing it in every church in the United States of America? Some of
But
them, not all of them, but a lot
you
of them.
online. You
Huh?
online. We online. You
Online.
can't do it. They'll block us.
Oh, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
I
whoa,
have.
whoa, 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 whoa. How do you and your beautiful
Okay,
wife
come on.
and the
I'm
praise
ready.
team, I'm
Yeah,
coming with it, and the
come on.
praise team at Crooked Creek Baptist Church over there in Middle County, Georgia, how do y'all sing Amazing Grace just as
We
I am? And
okay. Come on. Here we go. We have a CCLI, which is a church copyright license
Why come
that
we
we
can't
have.
wait,
get
whoa,
one?
whoa, whoa, whoa. You put it on the internet. You put it on the internet.
We pay $300 a year for the ability to be able to do that.
I just
To
do the
who?
free music. Let's just do the free music.
Huh?
But I'm gonna
Yeah.
back
You
him
pay
up on that
$300
because
Our church has to pay $300 a year to sing songs in the sanctuary, put them up on the screen, and to stream them. It's about
Who you have to pay
$300
it
a year
to? Who you writing a
to
check to?
somebody
What
with
I will.
Oh,
ASCAP, BMI, or whoever. It's a
that's a
copyright
man.
license.
Yeah, they shaking y'all down, man. That's a
Yeah.
they fleecing y'all. Ain't
Either
nothing to
way,
that. Ain't nothing. That's like a that's. Did somebody call you on the phone and say, "Well, since we can't say you any extended car
no,
warranty,
but
what we'd like to do is sell you $300 worth of
uh,
copyright infringement,
you
they
can't even
can't tell.
play.
carbon credits."
You can't play music. Did you know if you play music in a grocery store, they're supposed to pay royalties?
Get out of here.
You
What
think
kind of
I'm
country we
lying?
living in, man? What kind of country are we living in?
What kind do you think we living
Yeah,
in?
we living in one total control. If that's the best we can do for music, if that's all we can do for music, I'm telling you, I'd rather just be blank. Just be blank. Have a cat purring. What about a cat purring?
I
You
could.
got to pay for
Uh,
that. Huh?
I've seen them at our church, like when they singing the song and they don't have that
yeah,
license and it's on the internet. The internet goes blank. You
yeah.
don't hear that.
You see
It
Dr.
goes.
Philbo Grice up there?
I see what
CCA
Billboard
is
says.
for real.
Yeah,
Churches
hey, but
have
hey,
been sued.
it ain't right, but I still listen. I reckon it's a law, you know.
Yeah, it is.
It's a
And they
law.
go after it. And the churches are who they'll go
Oh, they gonna
after.
go after us anyway. They got
Yeah,
us in the
yeah.
radar. I guarantee they got us in the crosshairs.
And I promise you, our intro music is the least of if what they worried about.
Hey, you know what we
Anyway,
could
What
do?
about hey
We
Marvin?
could get.
What about if I sing a song I made up?
there you
Huh?
go. You can do that. That's
Well, what
legal.
about Nadine? Nadine has wrote I don't know how many. She wrote 100 songs
Yeah,
probably for
yeah,
Swamp
that's
Radio.
right. Yeah, that's
You
legal.
know, what about if she sang some of hers?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, okay. We may play something. You got a
Yeah.
story, and I got a story. We've all got a story to tell. Oh, you got a story. You reckon how many thousands of times or how many hundreds of thousands of people have heard that song?
That's right.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I tell you what you can do. You can go out of town with a fire department logo on, and somebody see that they'll be able to sing that for
Sing that
you. I
song.
promise
They
you.
can sing
It
the
doesn't happen
song.
too
They
many
can
times to
sing the
me.
song. You
Doesn't
got a
happen too
story,
many
and I got a
times.
story. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that. Let's do
yeah,
that. She'll sing it.
yeah,
Don't tell her how many she wrote it. So,
yeah.
and please, we come up with something. We come up with something original. We are originals.
But
If
That's
you
right.
but one of us can play an instrument. Queasel can play
Hey,
the drums.
and we don't want the drum. No. What about James C. Buddy J. Johnson Jr.'s third? Can't he play saxophone, the piccolo?
I'm fixing to
Can't
go
he
to a
play
commercial.
anything?
He can play all of it, all of it,
Well, let's get
and
him. Let's
he
get
can
James
do
C.
it
Buddy J.
all.
Johnson Jr.'s third.
We
Yeah.
need
Boy, I
an
tell you what,
opening song.
If Miss Ruth Merritt was still here, so you reckon she couldn't wear it out on the piano?
She could wear it out right quick now.
Man. Oh, that
James
was
C would do
angelic.
it. He would do it, but I don't think our screen's big enough.
No, it wouldn't hold
and
him.
we ain't got enough light.
Yeah.
You
Y'all
can't get
fixing
that
to-
pinky ring, and it can't get all that other. You know, it got.
Y'all have spent 12 minutes rambling about the intro here, and we're about to run out of time.
Yeah.
It's that time once again. Time for Floyd's Short Lists and More. Brought to you by Berry Hill Auctioneers. Berry Hill Auctioneers, our sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of the great, the world famous Floyd's short lists and more. And now, please make welcome Mr. Floyd B. Lloyd.
Thank you very kindly there, Marvin. Very, very
You like
kindly.
that
Thank you.
music better?
Oh, that's fine. That's better than that other scratchy man. The record, you don't play those records so much on that, and it scratched all up. All I can hear is that all that scratching and squealing going on. Now, here we go. Let's get on started. I'm going to give the Pentecostals a break tonight, so we don't come down on one with the snake head deal.
Now what?
With the snake head beer, we don't come down on them enough. I'm going to give the Pentecostals
Yeah,
a
let's
break.
give it one more time. Let's put it one more time.
That's it. I wonder what the alcohol content on that thing is. It says 2 times something, 2 times EPA or 2 times IPA. What the world is IPA?
That's a real snake handler right there.
That's a real snake handler there. It got
I
in
reckon
there.
if you drank enough of that, you ain't scared of them snakes.
You got that Vaseline on it and got it home.
Yeah,
Got
look
look
at
at that.
Woo!
Lord. Anyway, go ahead.
I can't hear it, Bob. Here we go. Christian Democrats. Christian Democrats. Hey, it's non-existent. There's not there. You can't do it. You can't be both. Ain't no way. You cannot be both. Here's one right here. Catholics that don't drink alcohol. Some of you are going to say, I'm going to get some nods on this one. Cheap and easy ways to maintain a swimming pool.
You know, the best thing for a swimming pool is a dump truck load of dirt. I'm going to tell you that.
Earl Boyette. Oh, Earl
Yes,
Boyette,
sir.
Circle B contract. They can get you out of the swimming pool.
Yes, sir. That is the best thing in the world for a swimming pool.
It's like it was never there. It was right here. This is funny. This is funny to me. Think about this. Don't you think about this now, man? Things that look more stupid than a white person eating with chopsticks.
One piece of rice.
Man, that's what they invented things for with spoon. You idiot. Let the Chinese eat with the chopsticks. That's all they had for 5,000 years, man. We have folks with spoons.
That's probably good.
Have you
Right there
seen any folks at the Chinese place?
Oh, I've tried it. I'll have to admit it. I've tried it. I like to starve to death. I think I got 2 pieces of rice. I tried to pick up a piece of chicken and I slung it slap across the restaurant.
You get to flip it and there it goes on the floor.
Gone.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
But there you are. You cool, man. You super cool there with your chopsticks, especially that teppanyaki deal. What that hibachi? What is that deal they call it? You know what I'm talking about? The real Chinese deal there, not the frozen buffet.
The sushi.
Yes, there was one of my good buddies, Robbie Peeler. He's over there from Bascom, where you don't have to ask him.
He's watching tonight.
Yeah, he's watching. I guarantee you, he's watching. Anyway, he likes to send out where he's eating, and all the time. And he sent out a message the other day. He's at the Hong Kong buffet, I think, in Dothan. And I hit him back. I told him, I said, don't try the Hung Chow special. Anyway, he gave it back. He said, there's some dude in here said he's gonna eat 5 pounds of shrimp, 4 plates of egg rolls, 4 plates of egg rolls, grilled chicken, and he said, and he's going back for more. I said, you better watch him. I said, they fattening him up. Next week, you won't be able to find him. He'll be vanished next week. He'll be the Home Chow special. Yeah. But nothing like folks having fun. Anyway, we got that one squared away with nothing's more stupid than a white person eating, especially a South Georgia redneck eating with chopsticks. Here's one right here. South Alabama pupwooders that have a regular pedicure.
Lee Scott's on here tonight.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Lee, how many pedicures have you had in the last? Lee probably trims his toenails with white pliers. Residents of Martha's Vineyard that want disenfranchised migrant people of color to reside in Martha's Vineyard. Come on with y'all. Come on with your stuff now. Come on, you Democrat. The one they
yeah.
want y'all. They want y'all there. I'm telling you, man, it's ridiculous. Last but certainly not least, including his bowels and his bladder, things that Joe Biden has any control over.
Amen.
That's it for the show.
That's the short list right there. Charlie, it's your turn.
Oh man, we had a good laugh tonight. We talked about some serious stuff. It's serious what's going on in this country. It's serious what comes up in November. Take it serious. If you're confused about what you want to do in that, get down on your knees and pray between now and then to the good Lord to show you what to do. I challenge you to do that. And I don't think it would be to support someone like I just can't get over that. Go ahead. Take it down. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. And we're being overrun all over this country with this. Is it theology, Marvin? Is it?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's
not
theology. It's secular humanism. It's what they call it. It's
Secular humanism.
About me. Yeah, about me and about what I want and what makes me feel good.
Pray for one another. We appreciate y'all watching us, and we really appreciate y'all, and we love you. And pray for one another, and pray for this country. With that, Queasel is yours.
Thank you, Charlie. Hey, I just want to say thank you for letting us come in. Hope everybody's liking Thursday night. I think we like Thursday night better. It seems to fit our schedule a little better. Hope everybody else does. But I wanna just say something, and I'm not gonna be long, but I just want to say something. You know, we've laughed and joked tonight on some stuff that's really serious. And here's the thing. Here's where I think America is missing it. Most of the things, not everything, but most of the things that we talked about tonight, the abortion and all some of the other stuff that the political candidates are pushing, and this woke generation and all this genderism and all this stuff. Listen, every bit of that is flat out just blasphemy against God and His word. And you ain't gonna come out on top if you jump in on Him. You're just not going to do it. It's sad. It's sad that we live in a world that people would even believe that. I can't understand how people don't just look at nature. I'm getting up early every morning and I'm following my doctor's orders and I'm walking, and I'm getting up early every morning, and the prettiest sound is when that's right before the sun starts coming up. You'll start hearing them birds start chirping, and you'll start hearing all that. You start hearing nature waking up, and then you'll see that sunrise, and you'll see you see it come together. Man can't make that. There's no way that you can deny that there's a God, that there's a supreme power. There's no way that you can deny His word and believe in Him, because His word says that He made a man and a woman, and He intended on them staying that way. When you say, I don't believe that I was that, or I don't believe that, I think I was supposed to be a woman, you're just calling God a lie, saying, hey, listen, you don't know what you're talking about. It is pure out, flat out blasphemy. We better be careful. We're digging a hole that we're not going to be able to get out of. And we laugh about it. We do. And we try to make y'all laugh about it, because if you don't, it's sickening. But it's a serious matter. And one way you're going to prove it, that's prayer. Like Charlie said, that's prayer. And I remember, I don't know where y'all remember, and I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to say, remember what God promised when they was wanting to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Can you remember what he say? What did he say, Marvin? What was his answer?
If you can find one righteous,
One
Righteous
one
among
righteous, I won't destroy it. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all, we right there with them. I ain't worried about it. I know what I believe. Stacey Abrams, personally, I'm like Marvin. I ain't got a thing in the world against her, but I can't support somebody that stands up and defies God's word. I just can't do it. I can't do it. And if you're a Christian, no matter what you are, you can't do it either. If you do, you're not a Christian. Like Floyd said, you're not. And it's just that simple. And I'm not backing up off of that one bit. I'm telling you, I'm a perfect example of what God and his power and his word can do. And if you don't believe that, I done been on the road where I didn't have nobody but him more than one time, and he's brought me through. We need to get on our knees. We need to humble ourselves before his throne and ask for forgiveness. That's the only way. That's the only hope that we have as a people and as a nation is by God's grace and mercy. Floyd, I send it to you.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, appreciate it. Good being with y'all tonight. We talked about some serious stuff, talked about some fun stuff. Kind of covered a lot of bases, but hey, nothing but the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but the truth. If you got an issue with anything we said, then that's your issue. It's not ours, because we nothing but the truth. Three things I'm gonna leave you with. I'm gonna try to do this, and I hope it sticks. I'm gonna do this every Thursday night that we on. Every night that we on. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. Be prepared. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Do not put yourself in a situation that you don't know exactly what's going on around you. It can change pretty quickly, but you'll have a warning. Just be aware. Put that cell phone down when you're walking from the mall to your car, whatever you do. Put the cell phone in your pocketbook. Put it in your pocketbook. Watch what you're doing. Be vigilant of your surroundings, and thank God tonight. Let that be the last thing you do before you go to sleep tonight, thanking him for what he's done for you today.
Amen.
That's it. Marvin, take us away, buddy.
guys, thank y'all for joining us tonight. You know we love y'all. We appreciate you. Appreciate you joining us on Thursday night. Give a big shout out to Miss Melanie Brown, the winner of the Southern Hissy Fit Trivia Time. She'll be getting a mug this week. And I just want to thank all of you for joining us. Want to remind you, don't forget Sunday's coming. That's church day. You need to give the Lord his due. And listen, guys, we need to encourage one another. We need to love one another. We need to encourage one another. But we need to, if there's ever been a time in our life we need to trust in the Lord, I can assure you it is now. We need
Amen.
to trust God in every situation and everything that we're facing. Because listen, there ain't nothing can fix this old country that we're in other than the hand of Almighty God getting a hold of some folks and putting some folks in office, and the policies can be changed, and we can revert back to some Judeo-Christian principles that this country was founded on. Y'all know how we stand, guys. We don't pretend to be anything. We're who we are. We love each other. We love y'all. We love the Lord, and we just want to try to do his will. And so I want to encourage you that too. Keep your head up this week. Keep your head up. Keep looking forward, and it's going to be a good day. Listen, I know a lot of folks right now, a lot of folks personally that need praying for. You don't have to know their name, but you can just bow your head and say, Lord, those that he was talking about and those others that need prayer tonight, Lord, I pray you touch them. Do ask you for special prayers for my daughter in the morning, 5 o'clock at UAB in Birmingham. She'll be having a cardiac procedure, and we pray that God will have his hand upon it and will correct all the problems that she's been having. Our scripture for the day says, accept one another, then just as Christ accepted you in order to bring praise to God. And we praise him tonight. Guys, we love y'all. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. We'll be back here, same place, same time next week for more of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. We love y'all, and don't you ever forget, always, 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 no matter what you do in life, always be particular. Good night, guys. We love y'all.
See you, y'all.